Hi, Patty. I want to introduce you to someone who does a great service for veterans here in Indy. This is Dixie, the praying dog.
5 years ago, I had a house fire, and I had 3 dogs, and they absolutely love people. And unfortunately, they perished in the fire. They died of smoke inhalation.
Brian Calvert, after losing so much, decided to get another puppy after fighting with the loss of 3 canines.
To have the mindset to be able to get another dog, it was just, that crushed me. It's like losing family members. So I knew once I got a dog what I wanted to do. I wanted it to be a therapy dog. I wanted to do something with kids. I wanted to help veterans. The Indy Honor Flight kind of fell in my lap with some neighbor girls that I've been friends with for a while. They're on the board of directors for them. And they knew when I got Dixie, they said, hey, when you get her trained, we would like to start bringing her to Honor Flight. Maybe she could turn to be our therapy dog.
After quite some time, Brian and Dixie were able to become a staple at the Indy Honor Flight events happening year-round.
Dixie and I kind of get with the veterans in the morning. We get them to the airplane and just make sure because it's pretty stressful for some of them. Some of them are older gentlemen and ladies. And we just kind of, Dixie keeps them relaxed and gives them something to take their mind off of stuff.
But one trick has everyone taking pictures. Some say it looks like Dixie is doing yoga, but what is she really doing?
I've taught Dixie to pray. She'll pray with them, and the guys just get a kick out of it. I wanted a trick that was kind of different, something cool that would get her in a position that would be a good photo op, where she would sit still with people, because some of these veterans are in wheelchairs, you know, and once they're on the plane and all seated, we walk on the plane, we greet them one more time and tell them to have fun and be safe. I tell her to say thank you, veterans, and she'll bark it out.
After a few stops and snacks in between, they get prepared for the veterans' triumphant return.
At 6 o'clock, I go to the Paul Street Bakery, and we get our normal bag of treats, and she gets a new flower for her collar. This is our tradition that we do. So she looks pretty. It's like Dixie's going to the prom, because everybody's going to see her, so she's got to look pretty and have her nice flower on her collar.
Courtney Bruner, owner of Paul Street Bakery, and Dixie have a bond that only a pet snack baker and a hungry pup could have.
We make her custom flower bands. We do dog bandanas that go through the collar with her names on them. We do the treats for her with her name on it. She doesn't jump onto the counter, she comes right around the counter, and she has a few of her favorite treats that she picks out, and normally she'll just grab a few. As I got to know them both and he got more involved in the honor flight process, I said, well, let me help and get her treats or do whatever to help her go to these events and stay composed and do well.
With a belly full of treats and one more thing to do, it's time to move on. Back to the gym and welcome home the veterans from DC, along with family and friends.
Once the buses get here, we get a notice that they're on their way. Dixie and I will go outside and we'll wait for the buses to get there, and as the guys get off and they get them put in their wheelchairs, Dixie goes right up to them and puts her head in their lap. They pet her and love on her a little bit, and then she moves on to the next veteran until they're all off the bus. And once they're all off the bus, they start streaming into the gym and to a standing ovation of 2,000 people. And Dixie and I parade back into the gym and just kind of walk around and just watch them get the respect that they deserve.
I want to thank Brian, Dixie, and all the veterans for everything they do. For Pet Pals TV, I'm Adam Dunn.